Red Pill Aussie says, the real reason many expats are leaving. I've been living in the Philippines on and off since 2019. If you think it's bad now, in terms of everyday frustrations, it was even worse back then, especially in terms of internet connectivity. Lately, there have been a number of prominent expats that have decided to leave, one of them being Gio. He recently left and did a video, Death by a Thousand Cuts. It is his most popular video to date. So why are they leaving now, when many of these things were actually worse in the past? The answer is dating. Since the passport bro movement and social media, Filipinos have become a lot more entitled, gold-digging, and westernized. It is becoming harder and harder to find a good Filipina. In the past, the easiestness and quality of dating tipped the scales to compensate for all the frustrations here. This is no longer the case anymore, as the scales tipped back in the opposite direction. Many foreigners could put up with a lot of the frustrations if the dating scene was good, and it used to be. But since this is no longer the case anymore, many foreigners have decided it's no longer worth it. It's basically a cost-to-benefit ratio decision. When girls are the same difficulty in other parts of Southeast Asia and those countries are significantly better value, why would guys bother with frustrations of living in the Philippines? Any others here feel the same way? This is absolutely spot on. There's no other reason why any man should be in the Philippines if the women are just as difficult or worse than its neighboring countries. I am curious to see what others have to say. Organic says, the Geo video is pathetic. Talk about being petty as hell. The real reason he left is his YouTube content. He needs new content. He needs to work YouTube. He isn't retired. He needs to earn an income. It is easier to create videos of all popular places in Thailand than to rehash Philippines content. He probably just got sick of the same rehashed content. Nothing more with that. But his video of like 5 petty reasons that he left the Philippines is cringe. He should just tell the truth. He is burnt out. He did Philippines videos for like 7 years. Time to move on and make the same exact videos in Thailand. Has nothing to do with passport bros. Let me correct you, sir. You would be surprised to see if Gio does videos in Thailand. I guarantee you his views after the first couple of videos, just from interest, will drop significantly. That is not how YouTube works. People watch him because of the Philippines, not because of Gio. Do not forget that. And there's enough vloggers in Thailand that have much more credibility or are more interesting than Gio. Let's see if I'm right. Come back to me and see if my words are correct. Translation: passport bros can't take advantage of Filipinas anymore. Yes, that is one way of saying it, but it's truth. Key Thought says, I think there are a whole lot of expats who are not good partners and accept to cross the world and find women who will overlook their shortcomings. I'm visiting 3 Southeast Asian countries now. No issues getting women. You obviously could not get women in your home country. Now you struggle in the Philippines? This person completely missed the point. Beginning Coffee says, there's no denying that the Philippines is a much worse country in all aspects except the internet. Since I moved there in 2010, and yes, the women are worse. Expats who moved there back in the day were worldly travelers who had experience and knew how to handle women. Now you've got every incel simp headed over there ignoring red flags, leading with his wallet, settling for low-hanging fruit, and running the women like they did in their own country. Doesn't bother me, as I've been married a long time, but I can understand why many long-term single expats are moving on. The juice just isn't worth the squeeze these days. Well, sir, since you've been married a long time, you must know, or maybe you don't know, The game has changed significantly. I assume a long time is at least 10 years. 10 years ago, the ease of sending money was not there. Women had to physically extract money from you, which made it much more difficult. These days, women put zero effort and men continue to send money. It's absolutely absurd. Joey Blackie says he was living in cheap neighborhoods and then complains about karaoke. He was living in a cheap condo, then complains about maintenance of condos. He has to work YouTube forever, it seemed like. So changing countries is an easy way to start making new content. And the COL is similar to Thailand. So, no big deal to try to make new videos. That could be it, but he does not know, maybe he doesn't know, YouTube is not going to work the same or as well as it does in the Philippines. These posts work my nerves. Here's why, says OK Carpenter. If you are moving abroad just to hook up with women, you are doomed from the start. It is why the US has started a movement against passport bros, because folks like this made the line between passport bro and actual expat almost non-existent. Y'all are desperate and want love to be on your condition, and you thought that developing countries were the hotspot to get your Elmo tickled while you want the country to conform to your wants and desires. Then you get complacent when you find out that Filipinos are tired of low-rate Western men thinking they are some form of God. I am 43 years old, professional. My fiance is 33 years old, professional. We blend like fine wine and good cheese. But I have worked with and mentored many 20-something Filipinas, and trust me, all I feel Western men are more trouble than it's worth. Yes, what was attractive was your money, because let's be honest, who wants a middle-aged man with no ambition who wants just to have a slave to want them for love? What are you all bringing to the relationship? Some pension, health issues? The threat that you think you are God gift to all Filipinas? It's tiring to see. I know why nobody upvoted this. This answer or thought is all over the place. Gecko says, yes, the westernization is an issue, but it's not just women. It's the culture as a whole. There has always been a resentment that is clearly shown. Nosebleeds is a prime example. Add the crab mindsets is culturally embedded to the majority with ignorance and short-sightedness. Tempo and you get a pita. And no, I do not have any of the mentioned physical issues. And for that, I'm visiting multiple Southeast Asian countries and have no issues. That is banging, not a quality relationship. The rest of these are just random men talking about random things. However, perhaps you can tell me, why do you think this prominent YouTuber has gone to Thailand instead? If I had to choose, I'd say he's simply tired of living in the Philippines. Everything these people said could be true, but the bottom line, he chose to live in a better place. The best comment from yesterday's video is from Jin Kazama. Please stop trying to pull these people up to your level. They are too heavy. And the worst comment is from Big Dummy. Any fool wasting time posting about one country's problems and not doing anything or going to the government or getting the people together is lazy. This dummy is focused on nothing but bad things in the Philippines. And yeah, there are bad things, but the question is, what the fuck are you going to do about it? Nothing, clown. The amount of irony in this comment is unbelievable. I will let you decipher it by yourself. Subscribe to the channel to spread the facts about this place. Thanks for listening. God bless.